Hello, welcome to my channel, 100 Days of Kajo. Today is day 18 of gratitude. You guys are going by so quickly. So, today we're showing gratitude towards entrepreneurship. Oh my goodness, I can't say too much on it, but this morning, I was just thinking about XYZ, and it just got me really excited about the future and the direction my career, my life, my purpose is going. And I thought, you know what, let me keep the momentum. Let's show gratitude towards this today. So let me put on my 5-minute timer and we can get started. I am grateful for entrepreneurship. I'm grateful that I can create and give birth to an idea that I feel so deeply connected with. I am grateful that I live in a country, in a space, in a time in history where I, a woman, can bring my business to life, bring my idea to life. I'm grateful that there are so many different organizations, companies, and venture capitalist companies who are wanting to invest in people like me. I'm grateful that I live in a time where I don't have to do everything from scratch. I don't have to do everything alone. I can look on YouTube. I can read articles. I can read books to figure out how to create a business plan or the next steps or what different funding techniques that I need to engage with. I'm grateful that I have those resources to me. I'm grateful that I have AI. Like sometimes you're stuck and you have an idea and you're like, okay, I'm gonna write this paragraph, and you put into AI and say, hey, make this sound a little more professional for my app. And it does just that. I can focus my efforts on building her up, creating her, and not the technicality or like the grammar of things. I'm so grateful that I'm happy and I'm excited and I have this newfound energy for my direction in life. For so long, oh, and I say this in so many of my videos, if you guys like watch it, but for so long I felt so disconnected. I felt so behind in life, even though I'm in a wonderful spot. Wonderful. I mean, I was able to graduate from college debt free, and it's because all throughout high school I worked really hard and I applied to a billion scholarships. And when all added up, I think maybe I paid like top 10,000 period for my entire experience. And the first 2 years I didn't pay anything, right? So I think that's a win, honestly, on my part. I'm very privileged and grateful to not have debt on my back, to not worry about it, and to be able to be fully engaged with my business, with my idea that I want to bring to life. But like, there's so many things that people don't do because they fear of their debt, of their student loans, and I hate, I hate student loans, honestly. And I'm so grateful that at a very young age, I made it my mission not to have loans. Like I said that I would be taking any loans, even now in graduate school. I'm not taking out any loans now. Do I have any scholarships? Here and there, and I'm grateful that I have my mom to help me pay for graduate school, right? And of course, I'm going to give her that love tenfold and that support tenfold once I can. Oh, I also mean that in like later. Right? I don't got it right now, but I will. I'm so grateful that I have a support system to help me get through these different phases in my life. And I'm grateful that the idea came to me. It was so random. It was so random. I was in my kitchen and I was very emotional, and I just came from a Pilates class. So maybe I was like stretching out some feelings, and it came to me and I said, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. And without much thought, I said, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. And a couple of days later, I also made the decision to give up something else. I'm not ready to share it just yet, but I decided to give up something else. And I felt this weight lift off of me. I'm so grateful that I trusted my intuition. I'm so grateful that I prayed about it. I'm Christian and I believe the power of prayer. Now, if you're not Christian, that's fine too. Like, prayer is for everyone, and you don't even have to pray to God. You can just pray like to the universe, to your higher self, right? You can apply it to anything, and not anything, but you know what I mean. And speaking it out in prayer, crying in your prayer, wishing good in others in your prayer, while also asking good for yourself, really opens up your mind. Subconsciously, your brain is working for you. Sometimes we already know the answer, but we need a little nudge I'm so grateful that I got that nudge. I'm so grateful that I listened to that nudge. I'm so grateful that this morning I was just thinking about it and I was so excited, and I was like, okay, I can't wait to add this to my business plan later and like take a mental note. Like, I'm so excited, and I'm so grateful that I have so much of my life ahead of me. I'm so grateful that I didn't put myself in a box and decide to go the easy route. I'm so grateful that if things go left, right, that I'm grounded enough to know that I'm going in the right direction, and that I got to a point. I'm so grateful that I got to a point where I can take myself out of a negative space of doubt and fear. Oh my goodness. I could go on and on about it. And I know I went into detail about different things in my life that I went through. You guys, I'm so grateful that I had this moment this morning. And I'm so grateful that I'm sharing it with you guys. And I know I was very vague. I didn't really say what it was yet, because I do believe I should keep it to myself until I get some traction. Of course, like my loved ones, the people I trust will know, but for the rest of the world, I want to keep it to myself until I'm ready to show her. You know how like I know like couples, like when they get pregnant, they wait until a certain point to tell anyone, just in case like unfortunately there's like a miscarriage or like something happens. That's how I feel. Like, I'm, I'm new, barely. She's barely in there. This is my baby. This is my baby. And I'm gonna wait until she develops some more and really gain some traction and is more likely to be born and to bloom. Oh, this is such a weird analogy, but it's so real to share it with you all, and you guys will love it. Oh my goodness. I feel like that it aligns so much with who I am, with what I love and what I like. And for so long, I have like different aspects of my life that I didn't know how to piece together. And now I'm able to piece it together. I'm also trying not to cry because this is so, oh my goodness. Never thought I'd be that person. To like tear up on camera. I thought I could stop it. I feel so aligned and so proud of myself. And it's not even physically here yet. And I can now like look back, evaluate retrospectively of things that I went through emotionally, whether it was internal, external, whatever, and to see that it was for a reason. And it's crazy because you couldn't have paid me to say that 6 months ago. You couldn't have paid me to say it 6 months ago. You couldn't even pay me to think about it a year ago. And now I'm here saying, you know what? I know why. And to think like all the way back to since I was a kid, and like seeing how all the pieces came together, and that shift and how it changed in college and now, and seeing how everything comes together. I can't look at the camera right now. And to just see how now, but to see how much I've grown emotionally is insane. And to recognize that in order for me to have come to this idea, I had to have grown emotionally, and a lot. I feel like it was expedited. I feel that I had my plate full, 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 full. I had emotions that came up that I didn't even know were an issue. And because it was like years of just like backlog, and like, not to say like, oh, I never talk about my feelings, and like you guys will never know about me, and that I've never cried. Like, no, it was, there were things that I brushed off my shoulder because, like, I had to be tough. Like, I couldn't let these people see me emotional or cry or whatever, and I'd forget about it. Truly forget about it. Wouldn't think about it for that day, that month, that year, for years. And then it all came tumbling It all came together and like crashed. I didn't even, and the worst part is when you know that you're not expressing your emotions and you're like, and it happens, you're like, oh, okay. I didn't know that I was doing that. It like there was a point in time where I felt like I was actually crying like every day. This was like a little earlier this year for like maybe a month. And then let's say a year and a half, 2 years ago for like months. And the frustration was, why the hell am I crying? I couldn't pin it. I didn't understand where these emotions and I was crying because one, I was crying. And two, I was crying because I was frustrated and confused of where it was coming from. And to know that now like I did a lot of like inner work. A lot. I keep talking about this notebook. I have two right here and the third one somewhere. A lot of journaling. A lot of reading. A lot. And everything's coming piece by piece, piece by piece. And it's just like I think I did my last big piece maybe a month or two ago that allowed me to have this business. Like you guys, I don't think you understand. Like it was just such a real moment of just me alone in my home, in my kitchen, and just knowing exactly what I needed to do. Knowing exactly that I'm in the right place, knowing exactly that I'm going in the right direction. It felt good. And that's why I teared up. Just that. So I'm done yapping. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm grateful for you guys, truly. Like, subscribe, leave a comment of I'm like just anything you're grateful for. Because I know I said entrepreneurship, but yeah, share on that. But like anything emotionally that you're grateful that you release. I'm proud of you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you